Do you want to know the biggest myth around hair loss treatments and what makes people want to start or never start and they quit and they think all of these treatments are BS? For all of you guys who know me, thank you for coming back and welcome to the channel again. For all the newbies, my name is Zoya. I own a salon in Dallas, hair loss and hair extension salon, where we help our guests look and feel beautiful and feel great about their hair and their hair day and their life. With all of these myths, and hopefully you're not going to be one of those people and you are equipped with all of this knowledge so you can make an informed decision. Myth number one, it's killing me. People who have been going through hair loss for a while, and when you ask them, or when did it start, they say, well, I was a teenager, or when I started birth control, or it was about 10 years ago. Myth number one is most people think that hair loss treatment going to work instantly and you get to know if it's going to work or not. They want to give it a month, 2 months, 3 months, and they're like, it's not working for me. Or they expect it to immediately respond. And unfortunately, that's not how it works. Everything takes time. For most people, by the time they noticed that they have any kind of hair loss, about 50% of their hair has been miniaturized already. So it has been happening so slowly and from a while ago that it's taking you a long time to notice it. So you have to give it a minimum of 6 months, almost about a year to know the protocol that you are using is working for you or not. And unfortunately, it's not an instant gratification. Myth number two is that people think it's going to, every treatment that is out there is going to work for everyone. All of our bodies are unique. Not everything is going to work for you, especially there are a couple of these medications that are FDA approved, like finasteride, like minoxidil. They don't work for everybody, and actually it might have some really bad side effect for some people, or it doesn't work at all and their body is going to be resistant to them. There are tests that you can take before you start certain kind of a protocol or therapy. I know that for sure about minoxidil. I'm not sure about finasteride. So definitely talk to a healthcare professional and don't do that by yourself or just through websites like hers or other websites that they call them doctor in a box. And I would say try to go in this journey with knowledge and really have a backup plan. So it's going to help you in the long run a lot more. Myth number three is that if things over the counter, they don't have side effects, or the treatments don't have side effects because it's approved or out there. Pretty much everything you do to your body, you're going to have some sort of side effect. You have to see what's going to be worth it to you. And if the upside is much higher than the downside. Like minoxidil doesn't work for everybody. It might give you high blood pressure. It might cause a little bit of itching. It might bring facial hair, other things that can be actually negative. So knowing the risk and knowing what everything has, it's very important. Laser hair therapy is the only thing that really doesn't have any side effects. So that would be the safest route and one of the most effective routes that I personally believe in versus taking medication or just using oils and using rice water and things that is all over the internet. So definitely everything has a side effect. So that cause and effect thing, that is totally valid when it comes to treatments for hair loss. Number 4 myth is all natural remedies are better than actually medications or other protocols that are approved. Generally, by the time they release a medication, whether it has side effects or not, there have been many studies and there are a lot of papers and research behind it. So always using the natural remedies might not be as effective. Natural remedies might help you balance certain things on your body or help you in like better wellness, relax a little bit more, less stress, but it doesn't mean they're going to be a lot more effective or effective at all when it comes to hair loss and things that causing your hair to thin out. So that is our number 4 myth. And number 5, it's a lot of people think hair transplant is a permanent solution and that is the ultimate treatment. Unfortunately, not everybody's a candidate for hair transplant. Most women are not a good candidate for hair transplant. It takes about a year before you actually know if the hair that you have been transplanted from back of your head to the front is going to take or is going to stay and not going to fall out. You have to go through that in-between period where your hair is just like awful. You have to know that you haven't got like rid of the cause of your hair loss. So the reason and underlying reason behind the hair loss is there. So if you don't address that and you don't stabilize that, hair transplant not going to work. Really, they're going to fall out as well. So now you have gone through all the time, money, the pain, the in-between process, and the darn thing, it's not working. So making an informed decision in every aspect of this process, it's important. So now you know these 5 myths. So you're equipped with these things. And now you can go and find out. Actually, I would say the very first thing, see a healthcare professional, see a doctor, have the full blood panel done. Always just don't do one. Sometimes you can do 2 or 3 of them at the same time. We have a lot of videos that talk about the available protocols and things that are available to slow down or stabilize your hair loss. So you can look at our playlist down here and watch the rest of our videos. But I hope you find this video helpful and you're not going to make all of these mistakes yourself and you're going to think a lot more clearly about this decision. I hope you enjoyed this video. Until next video, ciao, and I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful day.